Hey, Tamzansi. So the Matlala Commission just keeps delivering bombshells. A retired EMPD deputy chief showed a video of Vusimusi Cat Matlala's wife posing with vehicles allegedly fitted with blue lights at the airport.
Which I presumed was the titles as the speaking in the background, that she overlaid music over that.
Okay. Can we then I suggest we play this video from beginning to end, and then we can take questions on it. Okay, so the start of this video, there is a female voice that speaks, that utters the words Mama Cat. Is that what you heard?
It's the words on it that says Mama Cat and her fleet.
Okay, then I suggest at paragraph 13, we make a correction to the effect that those words are not spoken, they are printed on the video. Would I be correct to do so?
Yes.
Okay. We shall effect that change. So then we've played the two videos. I don't know, commissioners, if there are any questions arising therefrom for the witness. Commissioner Malo?
In response to a question by Commissioner Baloy about the registration of the vehicles and whether you could relate the vehicles on the videos to the listed vehicles. If I'm not mistaken, I think you said that the registrations are not showing on the videos. I actually do see a couple of registrations, but of course I could not read any of them. Isn't there a method by which you could have enhanced what's showing on there so as to be able to see the registrations?
Commissioner, I'm surely in today's age there is methods by brilliant people who can do it, but I don't have that skill set. But there should be people that can video enhance that, but I cannot.
Thank you.
Commissioner, an observation, and please confirm if I am correct in my observation. It is that those vehicles are on the tarmac of whatever airport that is.
That's correct, Commissioner.
And to get into the tarmac, I know that if I tried to drive to the tarmac, I would fail dismally. They wouldn't allow me to do that. Do you know how it works? Permission is granted by who? Or municipal vehicles with blue lights, when they get to the gate that leads to the tarmac, they are just free to go through. Do you know how it works?
Commissioner, in all my career, I obviously, as a policeman, I have sometimes been on the apron on foot and per vehicle in blue lights, but you use blue lights and there's security at the gates and the booms that goes to the tarmac and the apron itself. At larger airports, like the international airports, our Tambo and that, there's actually very large gates and walls which is closed, and if there is entrance to those areas, it's under very strict control from the South African Police Services, VIP Protection Services, an AXA that will allow access to the apron itself. For instance, when the president is collected or ambassador or something like that. Same at Wonderboom Airport, there is access to the apron is very much restricted. To me, it is very suspect. So obviously the blue lights and vehicles was used to drive right up to the aeroplane. Normally you would have parked in the front of the airport and you and your luggage would go through the normal customs and the normal airport procedures. You would not be allowed with a vehicle directly to it.
So someone in the SAPS VIP or whoever is there, and or someone at AXA, if this is OR Tambo, well, I guess even Lanseria, no, must have allowed it for these people to drive to the tarmac.
Correct, Commissioner, but they could have been conned. So the security at the airport would have stopped them and allowed them, but if they believe it is South African Police Service or that then they would allow them to go past them, but they would have been stopped and allowed to the apron itself.
Thank you.
Commissioner, do you know that this is an AXA-administered airport? I don't want you to make the mistake of assuming that it could have been a private tarmac in a private facility where a private jet is stationed. So don't make the assumption unless you know for a fact that this is.
No, Commissioner, it's as I stated in my statement as well, it's a small airport. And I make apology if I speak about AXA because we deal at Wonderboom Airport and at OR Tambo we deal with AXA. At Wonderboom it's our control.
We don't want to get AXA into trouble
No.
and bring them to this.
Yo, Mzansi, these people were living like they're in GTA.
For real, John, it's like they thought the airport was their own private car show. Every time you think you've seen it all, another clip comes out showing this blue light fantasy live.
And listen, before we go too far, we owe you guys an apology. Yesterday's video about Mama Cat riding in the blue light car, we used the wrong picture on the thumbnail. Just sometimes it gets confusing with all the Matlala's wives, hey?
Yo, John, you're gonna get us in trouble. But honestly, you're right. And by the way, you know ex-wives don't play. Maybe the commission was called the ex-wife to testify. She'll definitely talk.
Yeah, Sarah should probably spit everything with evidence and screenshots included. But jokes aside, this latest video really adds more weight to the claims that Matlala and his circle were abusing state resources like it's nothing.
Exactly. It's another piece of the puzzle showing just how deep this rot goes. So, Mzansi, we'll keep following it closely. And to the Matlala Commission, maybe next time, just bring the ex-wife, ne? This is SA Political Lens, where we see it and we say it.